Today I'm going to show you the best Facebook ads for real estate agents, leveraging the special ad category for housing, which is required for all real estate agents now if you're going to advertise on Facebook or even advertise on Instagram. So I'll show you step by step how to do this. And if you stick around with me here to the end of this video, I'll actually share with you my top Facebook ad templates that you can literally just copy and paste into your business. And these are the templates that we're using in our company to generate over 40,000 real estate leads every single month, and leads for less than $5 per lead. So anyway, if you guys want these, make sure you stick around to the very end. Give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. I'll be able to share those copy and paste templates with you, as well as a more in-depth training on how to get all this stuff set up. All right, so anyway, with that said, let's dive in. I want to show you exactly how to set this up step by step. So once you're on Facebook, where we want to go to is up here, this create button, and we're going to click on this and we'll click on ads because we want to create a Facebook ad. So we're going to click right here, and this will take us into the Facebook ads manager where we can start creating the ad. So now that we're inside of the Facebook ads manager right here, you can see we've got this special ad categories, which we're gonna have to go through and check that. We'll hit that here in a second, but just to kind of show you the stark contrast of what you used to be able to do versus how you have to go through and do things now, I just want to go through and kind of show you the different targeting options so that you can see the differences of what Facebook requires you to do in the United States as well as Canada. So if we come over here to conversions, we click on this right here, and then we're going to come down here and we're just going to click continue just because I want to show you guys really quick. This will take about 2 seconds to go through and show you the differences here. But when we come down here to the targeting and we choose the location, we come over here, edit the location, and let's say we're in Orlando, Florida. So we go over here, Orlando, Florida. And back in the day, you used to be able to go through and pull a radius and say I only want to do a 10-mile radius, or you could do the current city only, or you could even zoom in even more and say you wanted to hit like a specific area. You could drop a pin, and then from this pin you could even go through and go down to a 1-mile radius. So it was a very specific area that you could go through and show your ads to, which was extremely helpful. And then in addition to this, what we could come down and do is see on this age, we can go down here and we can say, hey, we only want people that are maybe 25 years and older. Or even if you're kind of like wanting to work with a little bit older clientele, you could say even 30 years old and older. Okay, so you can get very specific with all of your targeting, with the actual area that you wanted to show your ads in, the age range. However, with this new special ad category, Facebook has taken away a lot of these things in order to be compliant with a lot of the new governmental laws. So jumping back over here, I just want to show you guys now what we're going to do. This special ad categories right here. So you got to check I'm creating a campaign for ads in a special ad category. So if you are a real estate agent, real estate professional, you have to check this right here. And then the categories, you have to go through and check the housing category. Okay, you've got credit, employment, housing, and social issues. We're going to do housing right here. And don't think that you can just get around this, because you can't. Maybe the ad will go through and maybe even get approved somehow. But what happens is after a day or two, Facebook's going to catch up on it. They're going to see your ad. It's going to get disapproved. And if you get too many disapprovals, they're going to completely shut down your Facebook ad account, which, believe me, you don't want to run into any of those issues because it can be extremely difficult to go through and get your Facebook ad account back. Okay, so we're going to go through. We're going to do the housing right there. And we'll just do a traffic campaign just to simplify this right here. And so we'll just say Facebook ads for real estate agents special ad category housing. Okay, now you can obviously name this campaign whatever you want. I like to kind of give it a little bit of a name so I know what it's referring to. And then we're going to come over here, click continue. Now next step, this ad set name, you can name this whatever you want. This is just for your organization and keep track of everything that's going on. But let's come down here and take a look. So if we come down over here and remember the locations, we come over here and we type in Orlando. Okay, so we click on Orlando and look at this. We can't do anything less than a 15-mile radius anymore. Okay, now the thing is, a lot of people stress and they freak out about this. However, I haven't seen this really affect our advertising, our cost per lead. It's still been extremely effective to go through and market leveraging the techniques I'm showing you right now. Okay, so come over here, this locations. One thing that we want to do, it says people living in or recently in this location. Now Obviously this is not true with every city, but especially Orlando with Disney World, there's gonna be a lot of tourists in here. So we just want to have people living in this location, and this should probably drop this down. It dropped it down by 200,000 people. And then coming down here to the age, you can see that you can't change the age when the special ad category for housing is checked. Okay, so it's pretty open-ended. All right, so now that we got all the targeting set up down here, we want to go to placements. So the automatic placements is recommended. So what this means is it's going to show your ad on Facebook, on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, basically everywhere where Facebook can go through and show your ad. Now if you want to, you can come over here and click on manual placements and choose you just want to show it on Facebook and Instagram, or just on Facebook, or you could say I just want to show it on Instagram, whatever it might be. The thing that I like about the automatic placements is if you go through down here and you set your budget to $10 per day, which I recommend that being the minimum budget. I wouldn't go anything lower than $10 per day. We just have not seen great results, and we have generated tens of thousands of leads every single month for the past number of years. So don't do anything less than $10 per day. But the great thing about this is if you have the automatic placements that's recommended, it'll split half that budget between Facebook and Instagram. So you don't have to go through and say, hey, I'm gonna run $10 per day towards Facebook, $10 per day towards Instagram, and kind of just really like spend tons more money than you really want to. So that's a great thing about having the automatic placements right here. And then we come down here and we click continue. So now we've done the campaign, we've set that up, we've checked the special ad category for housing, we've got the ad set all set up with the targeting, the specific area with the 15-mile radius, as well as the placements, and we set up our budget. And then as far as the ad goes, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna choose our Facebook page. Okay, so this is a Facebook business page, and if you don't have one, you need one in order to run Facebook ads for your real estate business. Okay, so go create one. Takes about 30 seconds to go through and create. I also have several free videos on how to create a Facebook page for real estate agents, beginners, if you have no tech skills whatsoever. So go check that out. It's very simple, easy to do. It's 100% free. And so we'll come down here and let's just say this is our real estate page right there. Okay, so then we're gonna come down here and we're going to create an ad, and I just happen to have one of our top performing Facebook ads for real estate professionals right here. So if you want this ad plus several of our other ad templates, drop a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll invite you to a free training. Plus I'll give you all of these copy and paste templates that you can literally just copy, select it right there, and paste it into the ads manager. Just as simple as that. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to add an image. So we can go through and upload an image. Like let's say we're trying to market a listing, which this specific ad is set up to do that. So if you got a listing you want to go through and market, you use this ad copy, and then you upload an image of that home. So we're just gonna click add image. You can upload it right here, or I'm gonna come over here actually and just do some stock photos. Okay, or actually I've got some images uploaded over here, so I'm just gonna choose one of these images. So we're just gonna hit continue, and this should upload it right there, and you'll see an ad preview of what this ad actually will look like. So you can see the ad copy says new listing, see it before anyone else, 5 beds, and sometimes I like to throw in here 4 baths or however many bathrooms. Then it says go here to get the price, location, plus more pictures. Okay, so this is a link out to what is called a landing page, which is set up and optimized to generate more leads. And you can see it's a very simple site, just like this one right here. There's no other distractions on this page, no other ads, links, or anything else. Everything is kept as clear and concise as possible. So when the visitor hits this page, they're either going to come over here, opt in, put in their name, email, and phone, and hit submit and become a lead, or they're not. Okay, and this converts a lot higher than your typical website or even your blog. Okay, so we've got that first call to action over here, and then we've got a little bit of information about the home. Usually I like to do like 1 to 2 paragraphs, and a little bit more about the home, and then one last call to action down here at the bottom. And one thing I like to do is use emojis, because if someone's scrolling through their feed on their mobile phone or on their desktop, emojis kind of catch your eye, and so we'll get someone to stop and take a look at what the post is about. Okay, as opposed to just a boring text post, people typically aren't going to really pay attention to those. And I also like to use the hashtags, because you can see over here it makes it blue, and so just as another thing to kind of be a little bit eye-catching as someone's scrolling through. Now as far as the headline goes, you can see the headline right there. What I usually like to say is, let's say beautiful home in I think that for this example we were doing Orlando, so we'll say Orlando. And then down here in the description, this is optional. It's actually not going to show up on all the different placements, but you can say beautiful, if I can spell this right, beautiful 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom 4-bath home. Okay, so obviously you don't need to go through and spend a ton of time on that. That one's optional even. And then we'll come down here and we want to throw in the link right here to this landing page inside this website URL. Okay, so we'll go through, throw that in. So when someone clicks on this, they'll go out to our landing page. They'll put in their name, email, phone, hit submit, opt in, and they'll become a lead. Okay, so anyway, that is exactly how you go through and set up a Facebook ad if you're a real estate agent, leveraging the new special ad category, checking that housing box so you're 100% compliant with all of the Facebook ads, algorithms, and everything that they've got going on over there. Then all we would do down here is just hit confirm. It would go through a quick review process. Sometimes it only takes a matter of minutes. Sometimes it can take a couple of hours. Just kind of depends on how many ads are being submitted. And then once it goes live, it will run and it will spend the $10 per day. Now, I get a question a lot. Well, when should I shut off my Facebook ads if I'm just like letting them run? Well, obviously, one, if you're marketing for a listing, once the listing sold, you should probably shut it off, right? Or two, I only shut it off, like let's say it's like a buyer lead campaign, but it's not marketing a specific listing, but you're looking for buyers, you're looking for sellers, whatever it might be. I usually like to let it run if it's generating leads at a good KPI. So KPI is key performance indicator. So if you got a campaign that's consistently generating you $2 or $3 per lead, you don't really want to shut that off, right? You just want to keep that running because you want that consistent lead flow coming into your business. Now, obviously, if for some reason the campaign stops performing and the lead cost starts to creep up and you're starting to pay $10, $15 per lead, maybe you start to think to go through and shut that off. But you also kind of got to compare what are the home values in your area versus the cost per lead, because if you're in the luxury market and you're paying $10, $15, even $20 per lead, that's still completely worth it if you're selling $1 million, $2 million, $3 million home. So anyway, guys, I hope this training was helpful on setting up Facebook ads if you are a real estate agent, leveraging the special ad category for housing. If you found this tutorial helpful, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. Also, drop a comment down below. Say something like Facebook ads for real estate agents down below, and I'll be able to share with you all of the templates as well as a 100% free training diving deeper into the Facebook ads, the landing page setup, as well as connecting it with your CRM, getting the email and text messaging follow-up all dialed in for your business. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.